Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Mornings with Granny. Hope you had a good weekend. I thought we would do a what if video today. We haven't done one for a while, and I know people are struggling. There are people out of work, prices are going up, there's still some shortages, so we want to use what we have. Now, this is a scenario where this is all you have because you've got to go to the store tomorrow. Maybe you don't have a ride until tomorrow. Maybe your check doesn't come in until tomorrow, or the food bank's not open until tomorrow, or you don't get food stamps until tomorrow. But besides condiments and seasonings, and I count condiments as ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, then the seasoning, salt, pepper, and so on. Most people have those in their house. So let's look at what we got here and see what we would make. You tell me what you would make, I'll tell you what I would make. Powdered buttermilk, self-rising flour, molasses, butter, about 2/3 of a stick of Crisco, some bacon fat that I saved, and about a tablespoon of onion soup. Alright, here's what I would make if I had to get 2 or 3 meals out of this. First of all, I would mix up a cup of buttermilk. I forget how much this takes, but you'd look on there, and whatever it says, you would mix up a cup of buttermilk. If you like to drink buttermilk, mix up more. I would take 2 cups of my self-rising flour. I would take 1/2 to 2/3 cup of fat. Now that can be the Crisco and the butter together, whichever you want to use. I would save my butter if I were you. But I'm going to make biscuits with that. Mix the fat, the 2 cups of flour together. Get a sandy-like consistency. Add your cup of buttermilk. Gently mix that. If it's too sticky, then add a little bit more flour. Pat it out on your board. Cut your biscuits. Using a biscuit cutter, a glass, shape them into rectangles. It doesn't matter. Use a knife to cut them, whatever you got. And you're going to bake them in a 400-degree oven for about 15 to 18 minutes, depending on your oven and how brown you want them. All right, I take my biscuits out. That's going to make 8 to 12 biscuits. I would have for breakfast a little bit of molasses and butter and a biscuit, or a couple of biscuits. My grandmother, when I was little, she would take the biscuit and she would turn it up like this on the edge, stick her finger down in the middle of the biscuit, and pour a mixture of molasses and butter in it, and she called it toad in the hole. And we would have that for treats a lot of times. So molasses are good for you anyway, but that was just a special treat for us because we didn't get it that often. Another thing we used to do too as kids, we had my other grandmother, for some reason, they liked Cheerios with molasses poured on it. No milk, just you take the Cheerios and pour molasses on it, and that was a treat that we used to eat. Okay, back to the food. All right, I've got biscuits. I'm having molasses and butter on my biscuits. That's my breakfast. Now, I can eat lunch and dinner separately or together. What I would do is make gravy, and I'm going to tell you how. I would use this bacon fat that I have. To make gravy, it takes 1/4 cup of fat. You can use bacon grease, you can use chicken grease, pork chop grease, Crisco, butter. You can use cooking oil, whatever you got. You just need 1/4 cup. Put it in your frying pan. You're going to mix in 1/4 cup of flour. Let that lightly brown, or get it as brown as you want it, but watch it because it will burn fast. Once it gets the color you want, pour 2 cups of water in it and start whisking. It's going to thicken fast. Add more water if you get it too thick. Remove it from the heat if the pan's too hot. I would also add this little bit of onion soup, because it's not enough to make soup, into my gravy, and salt and pepper to flavor. So now I've got biscuits, I've got gravy, I've still got molasses and butter. So for my lunch, my dinner, I'm probably going to have gravy over some biscuits. Next morning, I still should have a couple of biscuits left to eat before I go to the store. So this is what I would do with it. You tell me what you would do with these items. All right, before I go, I want to say thank you to one of my viewers. This is from Emma in England. Thank you for thinking about me. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. And please check on people, and if they need something, try to help. I mean, even if you can't give it one can, just think if we all gave one can a week, how much it would help. All right, guys. Thank you. Have a good day.